You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. It is always G Day here at the Boxing Bros. This G block, okay? And we about to get into some red rum. I'm Caden, and I'm here with my co-hosts.
You already know what it is, man. It's the commissioner, $1 bill was popping.
All right. The first topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Anthony Joshua reports he will fight Wilder, Zhang, Hrgovic, or Daniel Dubois in September of this year, particularly on September 20th or September 21st. We're going to take a look at what Anthony Joshua said, and then we'll discuss it in greater detail. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at this right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Having some technical issues, but we're back at it. All right, so here it is. And this was in an interview during an interview with Talk Sport. So you can go to Talk Sport to see the actual interview. He said a lot of other things, but this is from the interview with Talk Sport. Anthony Joshua has declared that his next fight is being planned for September 20th, 21st at Wembley versus the Deontay Wilder versus Zhilei Zhang or Philip Hrgovic versus Daniel Dubois winner. The one who looks the best. He, Turkey Al-Sheikh, said to me, I want you to fight him. And I watched the interview. Of course, we're not playing it for copyright purposes, but Anthony Joshua said, whoever looks the best during their fight on that card, that's who Turkey wants him to fight next. So I'll turn it over to you, $1 bill. What's your reaction to that? And who do you think will look the best? You know, I mean, it's early. It's early.
What I think about that?
Yeah.
What I think about that? AJ never disappoints. He's always going to fight the big names, and if you check his resume, he other than Canelo, he got one of the best resumes in boxing. He's fighting all the top guys, all the big names. So this doesn't surprise me because this is what AJ does. He doesn't duck anybody. Kudos to AJ. I rocks with AJ heavy. Took a while. But that's my man. He earned my respect. And shout out to my homie with all the money over there in the Turks. He's like, whatever he want to see, he gonna make happen. He opened up his pocketbook, he gonna make anything happen. You know what I'm saying? He got all the bread, So he's like, AJ, whoever looks the best, I want you to go spark them out because I know you can. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't see none of the people that's fighting that I think that can mess with AJ. I think he beats all four.
I didn't say who beat him. I said, who do you think is going to look the best on that card to earn the shot against AJ?
I think Zhang will. I think Zhang will look the best because he's the one that has the best. Other than that last hiccup that he had, and he's going against Deontay Wilder, who I think the book's out on. I think the book's out on Deontay Wilder. I don't think nobody's gonna get hit with that right hand anymore. I think everybody knows what it is, and they're just gonna take it to him. But that's it. That's who I see. But I know personally, AJ wants that smoke with Wilder. Just to say he did it. You know what I'm saying? But whatever AJ decides to do, it's gonna be a name and it's gonna be huge. And I think he's gonna win. I just jumped ahead. No matter who they put him in there, he gonna beat them.
I mean, jump ahead, but I don't think you're surprising anyone with that right there. So before I say anything, I just want to say, man, Turkey Al-Sheikh, man, you need a show to go along with everything you're doing for boxing. So you might as well holler at the Boxing Bros. You might as well holler at us and add us to the event, especially if you want to cross over to America and get the American fans. We got you. So Turkey, you can pick up the Boxing Bros. We're available for you to pick up. We'll talk prices, okay? But start negotiations at 20 million. We're starting at 20 million. All right.
Yeah. Heard what Jake said. You know what I'm saying? Send me a couple of Lambos, fried rice.
We don't need that. The cars depreciate 60% of value after the first 5 years. We'd rather invest in something other than a Ferrari. But
His thing was like, send me a couple Lambos.
but if you're looking for a show to connect with the American audience, you can holler at us. All right, look, I think it makes sense because really what you want from Anthony Joshua is for him to stay busy and to be active, especially when you have Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk, and you know that fight possibly is going to have a rematch. So you're going to have that fight on May 18th, right? The rematch will probably take place sometime around September. So you want Anthony Joshua to stay busy, right? And you want him to stay active. And like you said, Trill, all these guys that are listed here, Deontay Wilder, Zhilei Zhang, Philip Hrgovic, and Daniel Dubois, they seem like stay busy fights to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua on top of his game should win all these fights. So it sets it up perfectly for Anthony Joshua to get the winner of the two fights between Fury and Usyk. And of course, that's assuming they don't need a trilogy, which that might end up needing a trilogy, in which case then Anthony Joshua will have to restart his plans. So for me, who do I think is going to look the best on the card? Trill, this is why people get upset with us. I think Zhang is going to cook Deontay Wilder. So I think Zhang is going to look the best. Look, I've been calling Deontay Wilder out for years. There's no secret. I expressed how I feel about Deontay Wilder. And I think people need to understand on what we do here, it's not personal. We're just speaking on boxing. Like everything I said about Deontay Wilder is about his boxing skills, being limited, and how the best would expose him. Where did I lie? Zhang's another one. Zhang's very talented, very skilled, like very intelligent in the ring. His first 4 rounds, he's dangerous to anyone. And I don't think Wilder's ever been in the ring with a puncher like Zhang. Like, for real, for real. So I think this fight will be the fight you see Deontay Wilder out cold inside like 6. But Wilder does have the equalizer. But again, we haven't seen Wilder knock out someone on Zhang's level and Zhang's caliber. And Zhang has shown he has a beard. So, like I said, if Wilder wins this fight, it'll be the most impressive victory for me. All right. And Trill, this is the last thing I'm going to say before we close out. And remember, you heard it here first. Because typically what happens is I'll say something like this, and then other people will take it and run with it. And because they make videos every day, you'll think they said it. But let me just tell you something. If Wilder loses to Zhang, his career is not over. People are saying he needs to retire. His career is not over. Wilder can fight in the Bridger division and dominate those guys. And his argument can be that he was too small to be fighting the super heavyweights from the beginning. And the fact he was able to accomplish what he did fighting these guys who outweighed him by 50, 80 pounds in itself was impressive. So if Wilder, who weighed like 213, 218 in some of his fights, if he goes to the Bridger division and he knocks out these guys who are around his same weight and he dominates them, then his argument can be he was competing at a weight class that was too big for him, and that should be a testament to his greatness. So if I was advising Deontay Wilder, what I would tell him to do if he loses to Zhang is not retire, but go to the Bridger division, fight guys that are more around your weight, dominate them, and then make the argument you were great because you were forced to fight guys who outweighed you by 50, 60 pounds, and you still were able to compete. So what's your reaction to that, Joe?
No. I think that's a great idea. And then I also wanted to chime in on something that you said when you was talking about Wilder. You was talking about his skills. I just wanted to say, you see what I'm talking about right there? Welcome to boxing, where we give you our unbiased boxing bros, where we give you our unbiased opinion on the greatest sport ever, and that's boxing. We're not tribal. You know, Deontay Wilder is from the United States, where we're from. You know, we don't champ because a person's from United States or where they're from. We don't care where they're from. We love the sport of boxing, you know. And I just wanted, like, when you was talking about Deontay Wilder and you was talking all facts, you know, like it's not like we're sitting here like we're tribal or something. Like we just no, we don't got our we might like fighters, but at the end of the day, we love boxing. So that's why with your take, I just wanted to put that out there. because I thought that
Even
was
with
awesome.
Devin, bro. Even with Devin, people start looking like, oh, because I saw some people, even people I like. So another thing is, it's never personal. It's just what it is. Like there's
Because of person
people,
color or stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Because I saw someone who I like, someone who I think is a cool person I respect on Twitter saying like, oh, if the Black Americans are gonna roll with Garcia, how are they ever gonna have a superstar and stuff like that? Bro, you can't expect everyone just to roll with someone because of the way they look, or because you're all Black Americans don't think alike, right? We and it's not that we don't support Devin. We like Devin. We see on this channel we've been saying, but we have the right to say, oh, you said you want to kill this kid. We don't like that. We have the right to say, oh, you're glorifying the streets. We don't like that. Especially if you come from the streets, if you come from the slums of America and you make it out, you don't glorify it. If the ghetto was so glorious, why do people work so hard to get out? You don't want your kids there, so why glorify it? How you going to glorify the ghetto, but you live in a mansion somewhere safe, and then talk about it's for the streets? The streets don't love nobody. So once you start pushing those types of messages, anyone who's involved with that, close with that's like, we ain't supporting that. It's deeper than just, oh, he's a black guy putting on some boxing gloves. What are you promoting? What are you pushing? How are you representing the people? That stuff matters. Anyways, like Trill said, on this show, it's all about boxing and who's the best fighter. That's all we care about. And we talk about skills, we talk about whatever. Now, storylines are important in boxing, so we'll talk about the storylines as we're about to do in this next segment. But again, remember, we're not digging this up. This is stuff the fighters put out into the public, and this is stuff people want to hear. So we're talking about the storylines.
You already. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. I'm the Commissioner Trill Dollar Bill. That's Caden. It's G for life. Forever. It's the Boxing Bros. We just getting started.